Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the crate class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like, of course, you can go back and pause the video, that way you can get a good look at the class. But keep in mind, I will be talking about the class setup throughout this video. We better do it quickly because it's a very fast overall DNA bomb. What's going on here is actually a game of Team Deathmatch here on the map Solar, running around with the Pytaek, specifically the Pytaek exploit, and the gameplay itself was actually submitted by a veteran of the show here. He goes by the name of the Friendly Machine. He's been featured quite a bit this year, as well as he's featured quite a bit last year during Counter-Strike Saturday. He is a very good player. But yeah, it's a very, very quick Team Deathmatch DNA bomb, which is crazy to me to see. You know, Team Deathmatches, when I play them, usually they drag on, because I found that in Call of Duty, when there's no objective, that people usually, they sit back a lot more. They don't move around as much just because there's no objective. There's no real reason for them to move around a whole lot, you know? But he does very well throughout this gameplay, just moving around, taking this light machine gun, and just massacring people, for lack of a better phrase. It's a pretty good gameplay, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let's start talking about the class here, because again, this is actually a very fast overall DNA bomb. So he's using the Pytaek exploit, which is a pretty unique variant. It's going to give him +3 to his range, just making this thing have ridiculous range. You guys know heavy weapons, light machine guns, they usually already have really good range, so this is going to increase the range even more. He's using advanced rifling as one of his attachments, which is going to increase that range even more, and then the other two attachments he's running, because he is running 3 attachments, is going to be quick draw grip as well as adjustable stock, which are 2 very good attachments if you're going to be using a heavy weapon or a light machine gun, just because the thing about those weapons is usually they do things to slow you down. You have a very powerful weapon that does a lot of damage and does a lot of damage over range, but usually they do things a lot slower, right? Light machine guns are known for making you move slower. They're making the reload speed slower. Usually the fire rate may not be that great. It really kind of depends on that. Usually the ADS times may be a bit slower than, say, a submachine gun or a shotgun and stuff like that. So having quick draw and having adjustable stock on there makes it so you feel a little bit faster. You can compete with assault rifles and submachine guns at those closer ranges. It's definitely 2 of the best attachments for using a heavy weapon, especially here for the Pytaek. For me personally, I would go with something along the lines of red dot sights. I just really don't like the iron sights in this, kind of to each his own when it comes to whether or not you're going to be using a red dot sight. Some people love iron sights on like all guns, but then there's certain iron sights that some people just don't like using. There's definitely some guns here in Advanced Warfare that I don't like using the iron sights. I definitely want to opt out for a red dot sight. For example, the HBAR-A3. A lot of people love the iron sights on that, but for me personally, it's like, I don't like them. Don't like them. I don't like that little diamond it gives you. You know, it really bothers me. So I always switch out for red dot sight on that. So to each his own in terms of optical attachments. But yeah, if you're using a heavy weapon, definitely you want to rock the quick draw and the adjustable stock if you can. In terms of perks, we have low profile, we have blind eye, and we have toughness, right? 3 very standard perks down the middle. And then we have scavenger on there as well, because he doesn't want to run out of ammo on his big scary light machine gun, right? I would personally go for blast presser. I talk about in every episode of DNA Saturday, but to each his own, I suppose, when it comes to what you use in perk 3, because perk 3 just has all of the best perks all thrown into one category. It's kind of crazy. And aside from that, the EXO ability is just overclocked, and then we got UAV and system hack in terms of the score streak. So it's a fairly basic class. It's just a lot of gun skill and a lot of map awareness that we're seeing throughout the entirety of this video, which is pretty nice. As well as that UAV is definitely helping. He's going to come down here and get this guy. He's going to go up top. He's going to catch this guy running up the road, and then he's going to realize there's a guy right there below him. So he's going to jump down and face-to-face him and actually end up taking him out and picking up the DNA bomb right there. Ladies and gentlemen, how fast of a DNA bomb was that? Usually you see DNA bombs. Maybe they might be fast, right? You see a lot of fast ones on YouTube here, but how many of them have you seen during Team Deathmatch on a map like Solar while using a heavy weapon, right? That's just so ridiculously quick. It's ridiculously quick, and I definitely thought that was a pretty awesome overall DNA bomb, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed it as well, because Mr. Friendly Machine, I know he works hard to get in this kind of gameplay. I just gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you, Mr. Friendly Machine, I'm gonna let you know this right here now, man. I think I sent you a message about this. I'll say it here as well. You gotta work on that video quality just a little bit, man. You gotta work on that video quality just a little bit. I'll help you out if you need any kind of tips or pointers, this is that, because that was a fantastic gameplay. I just wish the quality was a little bit better, but I didn't want to let the quality get in the way of posting up this DNA bomb, because it was ridiculously good, and I knew a lot of people were going to enjoy it, because I certainly enjoyed watching a 6v6 team deathmatch, right? Regular team deathmatch, not ground war, 55-1, along with a DNA bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just fantastic. Well, thank you to Mr. Friendly Machine for saying in this gameplay. Super good, man. That was a great gameplay. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves, and if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, simply watch the video. It's on your screen right now. There's an annotation you guys can click, as well as a link to it it down in the video description. We'll take you over to a video where it will teach you everything you would ever want to know about submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out The Friendly Machine, you can do so by finding him over at youtube.com/TheFriendlyMachine. Over there, right now he's actually posting a lot of Black Ops 3 stuff, but primarily he posts Call of Duty content over there on his YouTube channel, whether it's great gameplay and DNA bombs, stuff like that, like you saw in this video, or if it's covering news, or just talking about different things he wants to talk about. For example, lately he's been talking a lot about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. He's obviously very excited for the game. He's a big fan of Call of Duty, and he's been talking about a lot of stuff, including what are the specialist abilities going to be like, what are the perks going to be like versus the abilities, and how are they going to work together. How has the game changed from Advanced Warfare, and how is it going to be different in Black Ops 3? He's just talking about a lot of that, as well as he likes to do Advanced Warfare tips and Advanced Warfare gameplay and things of that nature. So go ahead and give him a look if you guys haven't already. He's actually over 3,000 subscribers at the time of this video going up, which is fantastic that he's getting there. He's getting some recognition for the awesome videos that he's making, and hopefully you guys go ahead and check him out, because maybe you guys like his videos as well. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.